This is Mentally Dope. Join us, Charmaine and Jasmine, two Black licensed therapists, as we build a bridge between mental health and Black culture. Come on, it's gonna be dope. Welcome back. This is Stay Mentally Dope. I am Jasmine.
I'm Charmaine.
And we talk about everything at the intersection of mental health and Black culture.
I love that.
So y'all, right here. Maybe that's our sign. Like how in mental culture.
Like, it feels very Wakanda.
Wakanda.
No, you see something to do with the big head bells.
So, as you know, you clicked on it, so you know what we're talking about. Living single. And listen, this is what I always say. Here's my question. When you rewatched it, did you skip the theme song or did you listen through it?
I never skipped the theme song, but I did realize that...
It's the right answer, folks.
I did realize that there's like an extended version to that theme song. And I never realized that until one day I was watching it. I was like, wait, why is it still going? Mm-hmm. Like, there's more to this theme song? Okay.
Listen, shows don't do that anymore. The way shows back in the day used to have a theme song at the beginning, and they would re-record it into a different one.
Do shows still have themes?
They have like a theme moment. It's like 3 seconds of like do your show's coming on, but it's not like a whole.
I just thought about that. Yeah, it's not like an actual theme song.
We ain't got a good 8 count like the girl dancing. Woo! Yeah.
Yes, the girl dancing on there.
It was a good time.
Cause there was an extended version of the Fresh Prince song that I'd never heard. There was an extended version of the Jamie Foxx show that I had never heard before, and I was like, where did these extended versions come from?
Make these songs as like standalone songs.
Yes,
or something.
like when Donna Lewis said that she like made a whole song for a different word. I was like, that was like a full song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who knew? Anyway,
sorry, y'all.
We're going off the deep end.
I think it's like the moment for us of being like nostalgic and like the shows that we absolutely love that were amazing. I can literally watch Living Single daily and I don't really get tired of it. It's just like a good show.
No, I got tired at the end rewatching it because you know how the end of shows back in the day, you could tell stuff was going on and it was just going.
Yes, because like we started like not seeing people. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot watch the season finale without crying. Mm-mm. I don't know why it gets to me every single time when Khadijah like hits that little light, just like just for a minute and hits the light. I'm just like, oh my gosh, my people.
Some things we'll just never get back, y'all. That's all.
You won't.
So, anyways, we slide along on this thing. So if you want to rewatch with us, we watched season 2, episode 11, which is called
My Cups Runneth Over.
Okay, so informally.
My cups runneth over.
Informally, this is the episode where Regine gets a breast reduction.
Yes. And
so just in time for your hot girl summer.
We are in the middle of a hot girl summer time right now, guys. And this is right here in the middle, talking about Regine's breast reduction. And y'all know that Regine was the diva of the group.
Had a lot going on. So, quick overview of the episode. Regine is talking about, listen, how black people say black people's names is nobody's business. So if I call her Regine sometimes.
But what was her name? It was not Regine. Wasn't it Regina?
Maybe, yeah. I know she changed it.
I think that it was Regina, and she went by Regine to make it sound like more sophisticated.
That sounds like Regine. Mm-hmm. Okay. And her country mama. But, okay, so she is having back pain. She goes to the doctor. She's upset because they tell her she needs a breast reduction, and she's doing her whole dramatic woe is me Regine situation. And we kind of see her go through that. Then she goes to the doctor to kind of get checked out and prep for the surgery because she eventually does the surgery. And we go through that whole thing. And then we find her life after the surgery is not exactly what she wanted or expected, but mostly because of her internal stuff, not 100%. Because anything else had really changed. We're going to like dive into that and pick it apart a little bit.
Okay. So I think that one of the things, and like, let's just be honest, for most of us have a thing or 2 or 3 that is like our asset. Like whether it's your hair, whether it's your face, whether it's your smile, whether it's your like whatever.
It's your booty.
Yes. We have a thing that like for most women, it's like the thing that gets you like, the most compliments. Everybody's like,
you have this thing. Yeah, we love this about you.
I think like like, I don't know, but sometimes it does bother me when like the thing becomes the only thing. Like I feel like like back in the day in like songs that I was like, like body like or like a booty like Trina. Like there was never like a face like Trina. It was just always like a booty like Trina in rap songs.
That's not where I thought you was
going. But
yeah. Let me tell you something about old school rappers. They gon' not even old school, but they gon' build a woman out of the women that they think are beautiful.
It's always like a face like Maya, like body like Trina,
like Angela. Everybody.
Yes. So in this, we see that like Regine is saying that like my boobs are like part of my thing. Like it's not like it was not her only thing, but it was like what she felt like made her her.
Made her attractive, made her desirable. For her, her boobs were responsible for getting her everything. She said it was responsible for getting her homecoming queen when she was in high school, getting her dates, getting her promotions at work,
getting her out of tickets,
like everything in life somehow these boobs
revolved around this asset. And that is the hard part yes. But that is the hard part when we can acknowledge something about ourselves, but then it also becomes a point of insecurity if these things did not exist. Like I need to be able to have these things to make me. And that is kind of sort of what we see the struggle with her, because the moment that someone says, hey, we need to reduce these, she's like, you need to do what? Like, no.
And she literally says to the doctor when she's talking about, hey, like, do you want to feel better? She said, the thing that makes me a woman
and a diva, might I add.
And a diva is these breasts. And like for her, everything she had was like stuck on this part of her. Like you take it away and she's like, oh no, what do I have? Like there's some kind of crisis going on. And that kind of shows you she's not in the right place to really have a solid foundation for confidence and self-worth.
Yeah. And that's what I said. I think that I can relate, and I don't know if you can.
I feel like all women especially can relate. All people, because men go through this too, but
especially because I remember I've had this like twice, but I remember like definitely my hair was a point of confidence for me for a long time. Like I remember like it was always a thing. Like wherever I went, it was like, oh, you can't tell by the day, guys. So like don't judge that. But like find old episodes or old pictures. But like in the past, it was always like, your hair is this and your hair is this and we love this. And when I had to big chop my hair, I did not know how to identify me or who I was anymore, because something about me was missing. I was
about me at this point.
I was ugly. Like people literally looked at me like, "What's wrong with you?" I had the weirdest looking wig that I put on my head to try to cover it up, but it did not make it any better. Like my mama was literally just like, "I don't even know who you are anymore," and like that would like bother me internally. But as we can see with Regine, which we will get to, it, like you said, it was an internal thing. What she was missing was her confidence. The same thing for me. I had shrunken myself so much that I literally was just like, don't look at me, I'm ugly. There was no confidence because of this asset. And so it's like I made it a bigger thing of like everyone staring at my head and I should like cover this stuff and like don't stare at me and I didn't like walk confidently through stores. I was more like get in and get out because I don't want anybody to stare at me. And it's like that is like what we see Regine go through, that she goes through this whole thing of like, I'm missing something. She even shows up after the surgery, her first time going out, in like an oversized outfit. Like her shirt is coming down to her knees, like oversized outfit. Like she's just like completely, and then she becomes desperate around men. I like games. Want to hang out with me? Want to like be my friend? Want to hang out with me? And they were like, it's not that your boobs are missing, your confidence was gone.
So much. You said so much.
Sorry.
Okay, and then the little time. So there's a lot there. I don't even know what I would also say. Like, okay. Because I was trying to respond to one thing. And then
sorry, I was a lot, y'all. Like, I felt this in my spirit as I was sitting there.
Much. I was going to say the hair it's important, but it's different for Black women.
Oh,
so I will
100%.
also say there's like a lot of pressure around that.
Yeah, 100%.
But I also think that a lot of people have this one thing that they're like, I'm okay, but because I have this one thing that really pushes me over the edge and makes me like unique or pretty or interesting. And like if we stick too closely to that thing, what happens when it's gone or when it changes?
Yeah, but I think it's also hard when it's not only our thing, but it's also the thing that gets us compliments or validation. Mm-hmm. We even see this when Kyle looks at her and he was like, I can't imagine you without them. And she was like, thanks, Kyle. But he was like, I don't see it. Like, who?
Yeah, but part of it is because she made it her personality.
Yes.
Right? Like, you think a thing is so you, a thing that, like, comes or goes or, like, doesn't have any longevity all the time is you, and you make it your personality, then everybody else has to interact with that thing, too.
Yes.
Which is kind of what Kyle said, too, of, like, men were obsessed with your boobs because you were obsessed with your boobs, right?
Yes.
If you knew what you brought to the table outside of that, you probably wouldn't lean so hard on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part of it. We all have a thing or multiple things.
Because let's just be honest. The boobs were not just like detached from her. She still had to talk. She still had to have her personality. She still had to have all of the other things. So like that was, but I think that she was not able to see that. And she did feel like that you're going to cut off the biggest piece of me.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing that makes me me.
Yes.
But I also like it's a very woman, female thing as well, especially when it comes to like boobs, because a lot of people are just like, that is the thing that makes me a woman. If I don't have that, then I don't have anything. But we also know that's not true. There's plenty of women who like have mastectomies. How do you say that word? Mastectomies.
I think it's mastectomy.
That have breast removals or like have been through cancer situations.
I think we also have to identify people who are just like not born with large breasts.
Mm-hmm. Listen, a whole nother thing.
Because I mean, to me, that's a whole nother soapbox, y'all. When people try to define women by things that we cannot define women by,
or just bodies. Like, what of our bodies do we get to choose? Like, we don't come on Earth and like pick and be like, I want this one, I want that one, I need some of this. We all get assigned randomly, it feels, to these bodies. So like, if our enoughness depends on a thing that we don't get to choose, it's just not gonna work. It's always gonna be shaky.
Yeah.
Because also, I don't know if you know this, but as you've gotten older, how much has your body changed? How much has your body changed from the time when you got your body yaddy, right? Like, think about puberty till now. How many changes does your body go through?
Yeah, and then like when I even like I know that I'm not done, because I mean I still have like post years it will continue to change, which is hard.
It's going to evolve. It's going to change. So I think the hard part is if your self-worth is attached to something that has to do with your body that can change, you're going to go through something similar like Regine. I'm going to call her Eugene. Regine did because it's shaky, because our bodies just change. They have to change. I always tell this to like my teenage young girl clients who are just like, I'm gaining weight, I'm doing too much. And I'm like, babe, your body has to change. You cannot be the weight of a child for your entire life.
Which is the hard part. I know that's always hard. If only I looked like this.
I want to go back to high school. I want to get back to my high school weight. But you were a child. Children should weigh less than adults because that's just how it works.
Yes. But I think also the hard part too is that we also live in society and culture and all these other outside factors that tell us that we're not human and that no, our bodies shouldn't change and that all these things should not happen. So that also plays a heavy, heavy part into how society tells us that women should look, which of course that has changed too. But anywho,
well, it always changes. It never stays the same.
Yes,
right. Like now it's Kardashians, but before, what was it?
Yeah, but because we even see that in the episode, we see I make it a joke, but when she was sitting, because they sent her she went to a doctor at first and then said she wasn't listening to him, so she went for a second opinion to a plastic surgeon. So her and Khadijah are trying to ease Regine's nerves and saying name that surgery for people in the lobby. And a woman stands up with a really big booty and they're like, lipo. And I'm like, yes, maybe, but present day, that's a thing.
But why did they say lipo? But they were clearly trying to say butt implants. But okay, lipo is removing fat.
Yeah, they were saying it was too big.
well, maybe they were saying fat transfer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm getting caught up on the semantics.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I was like, lipo, that means, okay, it doesn't matter. But again, that girl, she looked normal to me. But again, I think we're all a little bit dysmorphic. So I can't really tell what's the normal all the time. But like, it's like, man, folks is dying for these butts.
Yes.
Literally and metaphorically. So.
Yes, that part, which is the hard part, because when confidence is not your best asset, these other things become your best asset. Mm-hmm. And what I love to see women who are just confident, and regardless, it's like the women who may look differently from what people say is like the aesthetic pleasing look, or like they may like have like different body shapes, but they just like walk
unconventionally pretty.
Yes, but they like, I love that. Mm-hmm. But like they're so confident, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. Because I also think that people don't realize that is what people are interested in and attracted to, is confidence. Somebody who likes themselves as they are. Mm-hmm. Because then other people have permission to like you too. If you don't like yourself, that gives other people permission to also pick you apart. Yeah. Like yourself. Yeah. And then other people are going to get excited about liking you too, because they see that there's something to like.
Yeah. But to me, I think that's how you saw people like certain characters or certain people on shows or movies or whoever, who honestly and truthfully aren't like the most beautiful person ever, but their confidence level is so great that you're just like, I see it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, but it's the confidence in them.
And I think also as a society, we have it really bad about reducing people down to just what they look like. That is their value and their worth. Listen, because don't get me started on a high value man and a high value woman and all this other stuff. But the fallacy in there is that your looks equate your worth and your value. If you look a certain way, you can only be worth this much in life, or you can only expect this much out of a man. Mm-hmm. And like, no, we're not doing that. I don't drive with that. Mm-hmm. Because our worth is not just our bodies and the way that we look. Yeah. And our worth is not just our money and what we make.
100%.
Our worth is internal and it's non-negotiable, babe. Yeah. Can we say that again? Your worth is non-negotiable. It doesn't change. It doesn't go up and down. You need to know that, though. You need to feel that. You need to like live that.
But I think that, and I remember there was an episode of Living Single when Regine was like, I am everything that I pretend to be.
Listen, and that's the energy we need on today, Regine. Because everything I pretend to be and more, friends.
I mean, Regine had the confidence of everybody, and she was
delusional. Okay, yeah, but in the best way.
She like when all the rest of them had like actual jobs, Regine like always had like fleeting jobs until like the very end. Yeah, she did not care though, and I love that about her, because like you would not know by the way that she carried herself. You would not know that she was like, you know, a sugar girl or whatever, because her confidence was just that. And I'm here for it. Don't let anything else define you.
Right. And she knew what she brought to the table. That was the thing. Mm-hmm. She's like, I know what I bring to the table. Any job I go to is going to be lucky to have me. Mm-hmm. That's the energy.
Or any man.
Any situation.
Yes.
Any roommate.
Any friend, whoever.
Any cousin, right?
Yes, because you know what? I can plan a party. I can like fix your outfits. I can like fix your hair. Like, you know, they literally, when they need help with clothes, they call Regine. When they need help with like, you know, their hair, we're going to call Regine. We're having a party, let's call Regine. Like, you know, she knew what she brought to the table.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the thing that people don't realize, or maybe even like could benefit from sitting with, is the thing that makes you valuable to the people around you. Sometimes it's just being there, just showing up, just being present, just being consistent.
Or it's just being you, but in order to be you, authentic, you have to know who you is. That's the hard part.
You gotta know who you is.
Yes,
is what she said.
Yes, the hard part of asking people who they are, and they're like, I really don't know. I know who I pretend to be. Mm-hmm. I know who I mask and show up as, but who are you really? Mm-hmm. I don't know that one. Yeah. Okay, well then let's figure that out.
And when you get there, do you like that person? Yeah. Right? Like, who are you really? And when you look in there and you look at the really, you'd be like, I don't know if I like that very much.
Yeah. And why not?
Exactly. Exactly. So listen, we're reading all your mail today. We hope that you get a little something out of it.
Let's go into questions that need answers.
Wait. I'm not ready to that.
Sorry.
I want to also say that we talked about confirmation bias.
Okay, sorry.
So people who...
Bring it back.
People who struggle, who have an insecurity in the world, they struggle with confirmation bias a lot of times. So like you have something that you're insecure about, or you assume that everybody's thinking about all the time or can see, you start to see it in things around you. You assume that like If somebody's giggling over there in the corner, they're giggling about me because
100%.
you're already insecure. Or you got this rejection that had nothing to do with you. Well, it must be because I just got my breast reduction.
I mean, it's almost the same thing too. I tell my friends that when you look for something, how it's almost emphasized. Like if you can scroll through the socials or whatever, and you can scroll past 100 pages, but you see 2 people who were in relationships, everybody in a relationship, because like that's how your brain filters.
Absolutely.
No, they're not. But
when you have that deficit, that's what it feels like, and it can be everything, right? It's like the new car syndrome is. It's like you get a new car and you're like, dang, everybody drive one of these. But is it that everybody drives one of these, or like it's on your brain?
Yes.
You're thinking about it.
Yes.
It's in the front of your brain. So to also think about that, the way that you think about yourself reflects what you see around you, who you see around you, and how good or bad you think the world is.
So bringing that back full circle to this particular episode, we see that in with Regine was nervous before the surgery, and then after the surgery that she was going to be less of the woman, less of who she was. And then we see after the surgery her showing up to the bar that night in her oversized clothes, like no makeup, like very, very like not confident, and then throwing herself at a man and then saying, "See, I knew that I was less than now because he didn't want her, and that was not the situation. It was her and her own internal feelings that threw it away." But like I said, confirmation bias. But it goes
to the confirmation of just like, he doesn't like me for this reason, not knowing that she's actually just sabotaging what's happening in front of her because she thinks he's already going to say no. This is the reason why he's going to say no. Yeah. Right? Making that connection.
Also highlighting that, I mean, of course, I love the friendship in living single. Love the friendship in living single. What I love also there too, I cannot deal with you. What I also love there too is the safety and security that you can tell that they have as friends. The safety and security that they're having to be able to have these conversations, to go in depth with each other, to throw out to throw out comments that honestly and truthfully could have been problematic in other relationships. Like, if I had anybody on the street who said that they don't want to end up looking like me because like I'm a man, like, yeah, that's a little hurtful.
Let's fight.
Yes, but I think that in those sense though, when you're in a safe, secure friendship, you know that it's not like a malicious way to tear you down. And I think that like that's what I love about this thing, that they were all there to support. They all showed up and sat around and was like sitting in the hospital with her throughout this entire procedure. Like, show me them friends who all are gonna sit in the hospital with you. Even after the comments between Max and her and everything, Max was still sitting right there next to her bedside.
Absolutely.
Like, we have stockbrokers, we have plumbers, we have like the magazine editors, we have a lawyer. All of y'all wasn't at work, and y'all were all sitting next to her in this bed waiting for her before and after surgery. Like, that to me was just like,
was it? It was very inspiring and enlightening,
and how supportive that they were. And even the night when she had the issue at the club and all those things, Kyle came back to the house with her, and it was like, no, let's talk. Your asset's not this. Your asset is your confidence, and you lost that. That's not. You didn't lose anything else.
1,000%. Listen, first of all, if you got black friends and y'all don't roast each other just a little bit, I don't know, are you really friends? Because that's the hard part of our love language.
But the hard part to me is that you do have to have a level of security and safety with your friends, so that we know that the roasting is literally just roasting and not you throwing out cheap shots to be mean or be hurtful, which is a whole nother story. It's a
whole nother video, so we can talk about that.
Because that's not always the case with everybody. But
yes, absolutely. But I will also say, as usual, living single is, especially this episode, it wasn't even about the friendship, but it's a masterclass in how to show up for a friend for somebody. Just this whole episode, from when they found out, but they were making jokes and trying to make her feel better. They were like, okay, let me go with you. Yeah. How can I support you? They showed up with her. They were like, I'll hold your hand if you want. At the times where she needed to be distracted, when she was nervous, they were like, here, let me help you. Let me distract you. Let's play some games. Let's disconnect for a little bit. And even when she was talking with Kyle and they showed up, he reminded her who she was. Like, you are not this person. This is not why people love you. This is who you are. Stop tripping. Yeah. All of that, a masterclass on friendship.
Yeah, 100%.
And what did OB say to Sinclair when she was trying to make
Yes.
Regine feel better.
Which is a whole nother topic, but you know that Sinclair is like our troll ray of sunshine. Always like when the woo,
positive.
Yeah,
Yes.
making things happy, and she was trying to make bright in the situation. And when Regine wanted to cry, and Obi told her, he was like, you know, you were always like a ray of sunshine, but he was like, at this point, let it rain.
Yeah. And sometimes you just need to let it rain.
Yeah,
and
she
needed
to cry.
Yes, that's the good friend thing to do.
Literally, her body was changing. She needed to have a moment.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Listen, masterclass. If you have friends that struggle with insecurities or you just want to be a better friend, take it from this episode. They are doing it right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you need.
Or multiple episodes for that. I'm just saying.
Living Single do it. They're not perfect, but they do a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, questions that need answers. Which, at this point, they're really just observations because this is a good episode.
It really was.
Very few.
Yeah, I didn't really have like questions, but
the Beeline, who I thought was Taj Mowry. Apparently, that is not Mowry, but the little.
that was not. So I had to Google this for Jasmine, y'all.
He looked like Taj back in the day. Y'all can tell me.
Kyle's little brother from the Big Brother Big Brother program. Who it was a whole other episode, like whole other thing happened episode where Obi went to get him ice cream and the ice cream guy had a heart attack. But
It was very dramatic. And
yes,
the whole thing.
Jasmine thought that he was Taj Mowry.
I was like, Taj. It's not Taj. No one I know what Taj looked like. But y'all can't tell me they don't look similar. They did look similar as children.
Yeah.
I don't care. But do y'all remember? I think it's actually in now, but the rat tails back in the day, all the boys, especially the little boys, have the little rat tails in the back. Oh,
Yes.
it's just very nostalgic.
I think there was also wasn't like most kids would like grow those from like birth. They wouldn't like let them go. Just have the little rat tail back there. It was just
I don't know, but that was a look. But the kids are doing it now.
Are they really?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're back?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
We're back. We're back, baby. Let me see. The headband wigs. Listen, maybe I'm not in touch, but how long have headband wigs been around?
I think for a while. I want to say that because they're easy. You just throw the headband wig.
So easy. And I was just like, her headband wig is doing something.
Regine's wigs and ponytails were always, and I was just like, what? I don't know who did the hair on this set, but the fact that they were able to do the difference between, because it was like all four of them had different hair. Like Regine had different hair, like Adisha had different hair.
And sometimes it was their hair, sometimes it was braids, sometimes it was wigs, it was all.
And yeah, they were able to do all the hair. And yeah, Regine's hair to me was always, I used to fool with all the different wigs, ponytails, whatever.
But I'm also trying. Did you see the thing that said Queen Latifah has always done her own hair?
No, I've not seen that.
Somebody verified for that, but I was shocked and appalled. I don't know if it's true or not, but it said nobody could ever get her hair right, so she's always done her own hair.
I could see that.
I was like, she never misses. The woman never misses.
Because it'd be fine. It'd be fine. It'd be fine.
But how can we do this 2 decades before Tyler Perry? But Tyler Perry came. Okay, so we're moving on. What did you get from the ice cream man? What was your choice of ice cream?
The push pops. And
you like the push pops?
Yeah, the push pops.
I did like the push pops.
And the strawberry shortcake thingy. So it was like it was like
on a stick?
Yes, it was on a stick, and it was like strawberry, and then it was like covered in like, I don't even know what there was on the outside of it.
Crumbly stuff?
Yes, that thing. I have no idea what it is. Y'all tell me what it is. But that thing was
crumbs or
something. Yeah, that and the push pops were my thing.
Okay. Someone was talking about an orange creamsicle. I don't think I ever got those, but I could just talking about it, I can like taste it in my mouth. I really liked I love an ice cream sandwich. I'll still do ice cream sandwich on a regular basis. When it gets hot, when it gets really, really hot, I'm going to go to the store and get the ice cream sandwich.
Will always have ice cream sandwiches in the summer.
Absolutely. Okay. That was the nostalgia for me. Did you have any nostalgic moments?
Just like the ice cream truck just come in and like get the little music. I never hear those now, so I don't know. But
I guess they don't do that anymore, or maybe not in my neighborhood. I don't know. That's sad, but that's all I got. This was a good episode. I can't emphasize that enough.
Yeah, it really was. We always want to know you guys' thoughts, comments, what you think, what did you like, what did you not like,
what did we miss? I'm sure there was something we didn't talk about.
Yeah, 100%. So let us know. Talk to us. We talk back.
Absolutely. So as usual, stay mentally dope.
Stay mentally dope.